There is action in the bullpen for the Titans because, as you see, it looks like Burkhart also starting to run out a little bit of gas.
That is Jayden Stump that is throwing in the bullpen for Kendallville.
Looks like he's ready to go.
That misses high, 2-0 the count. Yeah, Stump is ready to make his way up to the dugout. Burkhart may be on his last batter at this point.
I didn't like that. He picked up the baseball again, and he's going to continue to throw. Looked like he was finished.
It's in for a strike. Heinz was taken all the way, 2-1. That one hit him. So bases loaded now. Let's see. I see a coach making his way towards the mound. Potter heading towards the plate. Let's see if the ball is going to be taken from me. Frankly, gave it up, sit here. So with that, Stump's going to come in and pitch. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. We'll come back and tell you about the new pitcher when we return. 5-0. Split finger leads, looking for more here in the home half of the fourth. You're watching the Greater Lafayette World Series on the ISC Sports Network. So Jayden Stump, third pitcher of the game for the Kendallville Titans. He attends Central Noble High School. Says the Cubs his favorite team, and former Indianapolis Indian Tyler Glasnow his favorite pitcher. Says baseball and basketball his favorite sports, and his favorite non-baseball player is Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's been a fun series so far, the NBA Finals. Suns in the finals for the first time in 28 years. Bucks in the finals for the first time in 47 years. I like that, by the way. I'd like to see the Pacers make it at some point for the first time in at least 22 years. So here comes Potter. Potter also has reached in both of his plate appearances. Fielder's choice, run scored in the first. Walked and was left at third in the second. Ground ball. See if the ball comes home. They're going to try to get the sure out at first. They do. Might have had a play, but you also don't fault the kid for getting an out. Tack on a run for split finger, 6-0, but now there's 2 down. Take a look at this one again.
He definitely had an opportunity to go to home plate.
So give Potter an RBI on the putout, 5-3. Runners at second and third now.
It's never over till it's over, right?
Split finger. Yes, Yogi.
We saw that ball game.
Correct. The morning game today was like that, where it was
very similar.
6-0, 15U game. Indiana Hurricanes trailed going to the top of the 7th and scored 7 in the top of the 7th to win it. High and in tight. Runner got off third base. Now trying to get in a rundown. This is Wells. And Wells keeping it alive, but eventually will be tagged out, and that is the end of the inning. So Wells gets involved in a pickle. Is eventually tagged by the shortstop for out number 3. And we'll show you a replay of this one. I thought Wells had a chance, frankly, to get back to the bag and kind of froze when the catcher popped up with it. Stump got the last 2 outs of the inning. Now he'll be asked to get 3 more. Nevison was at the plate when Wells was involved in the run down at third base, so Zach Nevison stepped back up, reached on an error and scored, singled as well. That's in for a strike. One and one the count. I would say about a 15-20 minute gap from the conclusion of this game to the beginning of our next one. Two and one the count.
A lot of discipline right now by Nevison, and you don't see that too much from a third place hitter in the lineup. You usually see a guy a little bit more aggressive. And that's the good news for Split Finger, because if they can work Stump deep into the count, they can start wearing on him in this inning.
Almost clipped him. Able to stay inside. The count runs full at 3-2. Foul tip. We'll do it again. That one ricocheted off both the umpire's mask and the headgear of the catcher.
The umpire has a really good mask because he's been hit a couple times tonight. It's pretty effective.
And again, Nevison has a good battle going with Stump.
He does. It's a great opportunity here for Split Finger with Nevison battling Stump. Make him throw all sorts of pitches here.
And this one, line to left field to get down for a base hit.
Well, he earned it. He absolutely earned it. That's a great situation for Zach Nevison, driving the ball in there for a second hit of the ball game. Nevison has been aggressive throughout this entire batting process, and then he just gets out in front of it, driving it out into left field for, again, a second hit of the ball game.
Here's Baker. Baker popped up to the catcher. Last time up, struck out before that, so he's 0 for 2. Six runs, 6 hits. There's a charge into this one.
Wow.
Left fielder going back, and this one will land just shy of the fence. They will give the run of the wave around. Baker going to try to get to third. Tag applied. Safe. Stayed on the bag. And it's 7-0. And on that triple by Baker, now the game-ending run is 90 feet away.
Well, he really blasted that one. And Zach Nevison scores all the way from first base.
And he had a late break just in case the left fielder was able to catch that one. So Tegan DeMott. And the infielders starting to kind of inch up a little bit. Frankly, the middle infield guys need to be in here for Kendallville. Again, because the run rule is 8 once you get to the 5th. DeMott swings at that eye-high fastball. So runs now scored in 4 of the 5 innings for Split Finger. An impressive debut in the tournament. Ball misses outside, 2-1. Three and one. Thought he'd get a good pitch to hit at 3-1. He didn't. Did DeMott.
The challenge right now for the Titans is Stump is throwing everything up, and they get a piece of it up in the air. This ball game's over with.
Strike
Nice
3
pitch.
called.
Wow.
There's one down.
That was a money pitch.
First strikeout for Stump.
Great job by Jordan Stump.
Here's Nick Weiss.
First baseman, number 3.
Weiss is 0 for 1 with a walk. Didn't miss that one by much. Found it straight back. Stump's last offering clocked at 73 miles an hour. Outfield straightaway, shallow and center in both left. 1-1 the count. The hits have primarily come from the top and bottom of the order for this split finger team. Two and one. Back to third goes Baker. Throw to first. Out there, and nothing else you can do on that one. There's two down. So good job by Stump to get a couple of outs here, and now the infielder's focus can be on getting the out at first base.
Second baseman.
Stump had a great pitch in DeMott, and they kept the ball down low on Nick Weiss to force that ground out, trying to get himself out of this jam.
Jack White. Watches that go by for a strike. He's 0 for 2. Pair of pop-ups in the infield. One and one the count. Strike called, 1-2. And Stump is one pitch away from being able to see the sixth. Two and two. If White is able to reach without Baker scoring from third, it is Reese Baker's spot in the lineup that is due up next. A little bit high. Full count now. Fouled straight back. Right off the face of the press box here at Loeb. By the way, a very spacious press box here at Loeb Stadium. Strike three called. Got the outside corner, and we will advance on to the top of the sixth inning. Our score after 5, 7-0 in favor of Split Finger. Today's game presented in part by Mulberry Telecommunications, your local telecommunications provider. Subscribe today at one of our fiber optic. Caden Burkhart. Well, it's actually Stump's position that awaits on deck. Full count. Stump entered for Burkhart as a pitcher and will hit in this spot in the lineup here momentarily. So here's Stump. His first plate appearance
19,
for the
Jayden.
sophomore at Central Noble High School.
This is interesting in my mind. Of all the schools in the Big Ten that are similar to Purdue, I think there's two of them, Illinois and Michigan State. If you've been to the Lansing area, this West Lafayette area is very similar as far as the school, buildings, community. Good opportunity for them to come down here and experience this.
So misses out of the zone. Count goes to 2-0. Stump swinging as he was stepping back on that one. Pitter and Corbin awaits on deck. Not a bad move by Potter, but you also don't want him too focused on the guy at first base with a 7-0 lead. In the top of the 6th of a 7-inning game. Slow roller foul, and that evens the count at 2-2. And if this stays as a 0 on the board, split finger only we need to score 1 run to end in the home half of the 6th. Curveball, and Stump could not lay off of it. 2 down. Saw that one coming out of the hands. Just couldn't lay off of it.